Now we are.
All right, Coach Josh here to talk about what's in a meal. Now, whether you're purchasing meals from a meal prep service or you're involved in our slow food group that preps meals and exchanges them with one another, it's important to understand what composes a complete meal. Every meal that you eat should have a serving of protein, which is about a piece of protein about the size of your palm. So if you're a miniature human, that might be 20 grams of protein, and if you're a maximal human, that might be 40 grams of protein, but it's going to be tailored to your body type and size and protein needs. But so you need a palm of protein, which is about, a serving of protein is about 20 grams to 40 grams, depending on how big a person you are. But if you could see that size of protein product in your meal, you're eating the right meal. Then you want to have about a cupped handful of carbohydrates. So that's not a literal cup of carbohydrates, but it's a cupped handful. So you could fit a serving of rice in your hand. You could fit some squash, some chopped potatoes, something like that. Will easily fit in there, and that will be between 20 and 40 grams of carbohydrates. Between 30 and 50 grams of carbohydrates. This is great, a good serving for anybody. I'm giving you heuristics, and I'll tell you how to fix it at the end. The other thing that you're going to need is a little bit of fat. So you're talking about oil, a couple tablespoons, avocado, maybe something the size of your thumb. That will be a serving size of fats because you need healthy fats just as much as you need protein and carbohydrates. I also want to see vegetables. So a cup of cruciferous vegetables is 2 servings of veggies, and a cup of spinach or leafy greens is 1 serving of veggies. So if your meal has a palm of protein, a cupped handful of starch, a thumb's amount of fat, and a cup of veggies, or half a cup of cruciferous veggies, you've got a complete meal. Now, Coach Josh, I understand all that, but I have different goals. I'm on a performance diet, or I'm a huge human and I need more food than that. The meal I just described is going to be between 400 and 500 calories. And if you think about it, if you eat 3 meals a day, 4 times 3, 1,200 calories, 75, 80 grams of protein, so you start to get a complete picture of what a human needs to eat. Now let's say you're on the larger side. Well, you're going to have to supplement that, right? So you're going to have some snacks or some things to add. And I've got a wonderful example here. Some buffalo chicken wrapped in the spinach wrap. Got a little veggies in here, so I've got an extra serving of protein. Now that will make my slight meal a little bit more complete, a little bit more full. Look at that, I got some baby carrots in there, got some extra carbohydrates because I'm training hard and I need it. So you supplement the food that you're getting either in your meal prep service or that you're making in your meal exchange. You're supplementing it with the things that you specifically need as a person. So you can add in the fat, add in the protein, add in the carbohydrates to balance out your meal. As we all know, we've got some large folks in the dojo who just have higher caloric needs. So if you're one of those people, you have to think ahead. Now, if you're somebody that is a miniature American and you got smaller calorie needs, smaller protein needs, no problem. Then you just take off a third, or take off a piece of your meal and save it for later. Use it as a snack, portion it out. But all I'm saying is that a good meal is going to have between 400 and 500 calories, 20 and 40 grams of protein, and then about the visualization of carbs, fat, and veggies that I just talked about. So you can customize it to your own needs, but you have to think about it in advance. You have to plan ahead. This is where preparation means quite a bit. But make sure you take the time to do that so you get the most out of your nutrition and the most out of your training. We all don't need the same things, but we need to individualize our food for our own needs. Hope this answers some of the questions about what the French am I supposed to be eating. And if you have any additional questions after this video, just comment in the box below or shoot me a text or an email, josh@trainingforwarriorsportland.com. Give it a shot and build some muscle, burn some fat, bring forth the warrior within.